I am your host with the locks that rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma. And I am joined by some gentlemen who practically destroyed the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Vended.
Oh, hi.
Man, you guys got the battle paint on. Tell me a little bit about performing today.
Oh, today was our first day of tour. Our first show of tour was at Rocklahoma, so it was kind of that hump that we had to get over, that some of us had to go over, of just like, first show, getting back into the swing of things. But dude, the show was absolutely tremendous, amazing. It was very hot as well. As you can tell, most of us sweated our shit off.
Tell me a little bit about performing in all of this.
Want to go, Cole? Or
let me turn your mic on, bub.
When it's this hot out, you kind of got to do what you got to do and just nut up. I mean, there's a lot of people who will try and do things to make it feel better and make it whatever, but you got that allotted time on stage, you're going to suffer a little bit. Just play a good show, that's kind of what we do. So when it's this hot, just sit in it, just do it. That's kind of how we roll.
Do you guys feel like the suck fuels you in a way, and you just power through it?
Yeah, a wee bit. Whenever we're feeling, whenever like on stage, you kind of get that feeling of just like, oh, I'm not really all that I can be, or like I'm not like giving it my all. That kind of fuels the fucking rage, and then kind of just makes you be like, fuck you, I'm gonna do this then, and you just like kind of really push it. And then sometimes injuries happen, like bruises on the chest, or tripping and falling. But you know what, you get back up and you get right back into it.
You got any you said this is the first stop of your tour.
Yes.
Do you have any injuries that like you really had to it fucked you up on stage, like I've got to muscle through this?
Other than just overall fighting heat stroke.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. I most of us really did survive.
Good.
I had a fucking couple. I had a couple of injuries, not today, but one in Europe. I fractured my hand first show, and I had to play with a cast on for like 4 weeks. And I don't remember what tour this was, but I smacked my head on my snare drum so hard, and I kind of lost where I was for a minute. But yeah, it sucks in the moment, but you're like, well, I'm not dead, so we'll just continue going.
I just remembered I have kind of at some shows have been headbanging, and then went to go like bring my head up and have smacked the back of my head into JJ's bass, and then I'd feel back there and I'm just like, there's a little bit of blood. It'll be fine.
I split my face open before a show and I had to go get 10 stitches in the
Yeah.
hospital.
Concussion.
Jeez. Man, you guys are just getting it all out of the way right out of the bat, right?
We're young. We're young. We've got a little bit of time of healing.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, you've been preparing in all the mosh pits, so I mean, you were born to do this, right?
I don't get into mosh pits.
No.
No. Why would it? No. Last time I got into a mosh pit, some dude ran into me, like with his elbow right into my throat, and I was just like, never again. No, I'm not that type of person.
That blows my mind. That really is a surprise for me.
I'm a very tiny, gentle human being. I don't throw elbows. I'm not a crowd killer. I'm the shove guy. Like, I'll shove you. But other people are a lot more stronger than I am.
Right. The body paint looks like you just massacred a swerve. That does not lend well to that
Nah, I
claim.
just like to cosplay.
I'm a crowd killer.
Yeah, no, this one is a different story.
Oh, yeah?
I go to hardcore shows all the time, so.
Nice. What, you got a favorite?
What did you say?
You got a favorite?
Favorite show? Like
A hardcore show that's just like, all right, this is me, man.
I
gotta
mean,
do this.
recently I went to a torture show. It was at like a skate park.
Nice.
Yeah,
A skate
really
park.
cool. Yeah.
Wow. I fucking love heavy metal. I mean, you guys destroyed it on the stage, but sometimes it's that underground stuff where just like, man, that's where the real metal is. Speaking of, now, you guys, tell me a little bit about what you guys have got going on right now. Now, your stage presence, what you guys out there, I mean, it's a statement. Tell me a little bit about how that comes through in your music.
You want to take this one, Cole?
I mean, we're about to put out our very first record, so we've been going for about 3 years now, and our whole attitude is like, this is us. We're here. We're gonna give you what we got because it's the first record. You know, we got to show people what's up because they might not know us and they might not know about us. So, like today, we got to come out there and you know do what we do because we're on our first record cycle, and the main thing is just you know showing people what we are on our first record. So.
I like it.
Yeah, it's all about the attitude.
So, do me a favor and let's introduce everybody. Let's go left to right.
All right, I'm Grod. I play guitar.
I am Griffin Taylor. I'm the lead vocalist.
I'm JJ. I play bass.
I'm Cole. I play guitar.
I'm Simon, and I play the fucking bongos.
The bongos.
Drums. Sorry.
See, I had to get you all to introduce you all to see if those concussions still were persistent. So good job, guys. So tell me a little bit about you've got this album coming out. You got anything that's like got a real statement, like something you just want people like to know whenever they're coming to a Vended show, this is what you're in for?
You're in for absolute fucking pure energy. We do our very best not to be like intoxicated or anything like that before a show. You are seeing pure raw energy. We do everything that we can to just make people as comfortable as possible and give them a safe place to be, to let them be themselves, but also let other people be themselves. We want to give to give people just a place to find their people and find their friends, have fun and enjoy the night or the day and enjoy some music. Like, that's all we really want to do. We want to help people. We want to give people, just a way to cope and to get through things therapeutically and give them just, a loving hand and a loving place.
And I love that. And that's one thing I do love about a metal community. And you may not be a fan of the mosh pits, but the number one rule of a mosh pit is when if your brothers fall down, you pick them back up. And that's something that metalheads, and especially these open air festivals, places like Rocklahoma, we're just one giant big family. And I'm so glad that you acknowledge like the mental health aspect and stuff as well. One of our sponsors is Rockavet. We give back to veterans and stuff. And their motto is music is medicine. Can you tell me a little bit about how all of that comes out in your writing process?
Well, when we're on stage, we give it our all. We absolutely fucking kill it. And with all of our music, a lot of our music does have, at least from my end, does have to deal with, does have to deal with like mental issues. It deals with a lot of depression, anxiety, and just certain traumatic moments that have happened in my life that I use to kind of help other people. Like I do my best to tell my story, but I also do absolutely everything that I can to let people be able to put their colors into my art and like have that, like, no matter if your story doesn't match what my story is, like I want like our art to be able to become your voice, I
love it. Are there any tracks on this new album that's coming out that rings especially true for you on that emotional aspect of what you put into it?
Oh, absolutely.
There's a lot of songs on I think every song on the album is a different form of emotion and different energy, and I think people should interpret it in their own way. And because we have our problems and we have the way we write our songs that shows our emotions, but with our fans, music is God, so we want them to basically think of it in their own way. If they listen to a song and they feel this certain way, that's good, and maybe you feel something different than we felt. So I think every song on the album has a different approach of what we're feeling, and hopefully a lot of our fans can kind of sense that feeling.
I like it. Now, one thing about vocals, and especially heavy metal, vocals aren't always, clear and like in your head. Sometimes you got to search because there's so much emotion in it. Now, for you, the singer, that's easy in that you're able to articulate what you're trying to say. What about you other guys who are playing some of the instruments and you're also trying to put that emotion into it and you're rocking your instruments? Do you guys ever like get lost in it?
We definitely we definitely know how to convey that feeling through the instruments. I mean, you're obviously not having words or lyrics with it, but like there is a sense of aggression and energy with a guitar riff or a drum beat. And when we play and record, we're very physical, so we're not sitting there trying to perfect. I mean, we're trying our best, but we're not trying to hit every single. We're trying to put as much, as much physically into it as we can. So there's people that try and be, as on whatever, and then our kind of style is just as much energy and aggression and soul you can put into it. That's how we portray our shit through our instruments and music.
I mean, like, as a drummer, it's very important for me to I like to hit really, really hard, and I want people on the album to know that I hit really fucking hard. And that's the thing, like, you have your vocals where, like, obviously you hear the singing, you hear the screaming, you have the lyrics, but instruments are a different way to express how you're really feeling, because you could hear a guitar solo and it could be the most angriest fucking thing ever, or it could be the most melodic thing ever, and you can tell exactly how that person was feeling when they wrote that solo. And then with drums, it's kind of hard because, I mean, there's really no voice in the drums except for how you hit them. So, I mean, with this album, I was definitely very angry and trying to prove a point. So hopefully people understand that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, speaking of, you were talking a little bit about what's going into your music. What's your ambition? What's next? What's the next brass ring you guys are shooting for?
It's the same old world domination. We are
climbing the fucking ladder.
We are out here. We are taking the world by storm. We are doing everything in our power to show people what the fuck is up, and we are going to not back away from challenges. We are going to do what we can. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the next plan is going to be? Right now, it's the same old world domination.
I love it. You guys are just so unique. You stand on your own, and a lot of you come from musical roots. Can you tell me a little bit of what got you into it, and you just said, you know what, this is what I want to do?
I think when I would watch old videos of me as a kid, really, really little, I don't even remember half of it, but I was playing the drums, and I'd see that and I'm like, damn, that's sick. I want to do that. I feel good playing the drums. I wouldn't hang out with friends after school, and I would just go upstairs after school and play the drums, and I feel like that's when I kind of knew that this is all I have and this is all I want to do. So that's me. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, when I was really young, my parents would just play different types of music, and it just really gravitated towards me. And when I was about 10 or 11, my parents got me a guitar, and it just went from there, So it's pretty a natural progression.
What were we talking about again?
What got you into it?
Oh,
What
what
made
got
you
me into
decide?
music?
Yeah.
Just like Nirvana. I really like Nirvana. And there was a music class in middle school. Yeah, that's it.
Back I mean, I've said it 1,000 times over. I grew up with music, not only on my dad's side, but also on my mom's side. With my dad, it was Metallica and all the stuff that he would show me, especially with Slipknot and Stone Sour and all that shit. On my mom's side, it was very much almost folk kind of music, like Paul Simon, Amanda Palmer, Ani DeFranco, Peter, Paul, and Mary, and a bunch of musicals. So I really, I already had somewhat of an inkling when it came to music. I just didn't have a way of, going forward with it, and I didn't even know if I wanted to. And Cole, asked me. I've said it again. I've told this story before. Cole asked me in middle school if I wanted to do the talent show with him and do a band together, and I just went, yeah, fuck it, I ain't got nothing going on. Like, yeah, fuck it, nothing else is going on in my life. Let's do this. And it's like, ever since then, like I've been climbing on my own, like try my best to perfect my craft, perfect my voice, perfect my vocals, and perfect my writing. And actually, Simon was the one to help me and inspire me in writing, like back when we were doing like the EP and all that stuff. And then these guys helped me as well. So yeah.
I love it, guys. You know, I know you all are super busy. Oh, yeah. Let me not cut you off.
I watched Metallica once when I was young, and that shit blew my mind, and then I picked up a guitar like the next day.
I love it. Now, that's a bold statement right there. Just like, screw it. I'm going to do it. All right, guys, I know you guys freaking killed it. It's hot, and I know you guys got a full day. So before I let you go, I like to give all of my artists an opportunity to directly acknowledge your fans and just tell them whatever is on your mind. So if you would just look into the camera, the stage is yours.
Dude.
Thank you. I love you guys. It really means a lot, seriously. I hate working a job, and you guys help me, seriously. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I really appreciate it. And every day talking to fans is one of my favorite things to do. And I love it when fans tell me I help them in some sort of way get through some type of trauma or anything in their life. And it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, thank you all so very, very much for your love and support towards Vended. We all really, truly appreciate it. We have done everything that we do is legitimately for you guys. We have bled. We have wept, we have sweated, and we have beaten the shit out of ourselves to like give you guys our 1,000%. And we are doing everything we can, and this album is absolutely going to represent all of that.
Amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much for sitting with me. Once again, for Vended, I am Adam Richmond with the Surviving Rocklahoma podcast, your official podcast of Rocklahoma. And until next time, rock on.